And the only problem I really have with the keyboard is that it has like a media pad with which you can control the lighting of the keyboard, the sound volume of your system, and like a media player. So you can skip like some tracks, or you can pause and stop and all that kind of stuff. Like just the kind of standard media controls that you would need. Now let me fix those colors. The thing with that is, with the old software that I had for it, you were able to choose the media player that you were using. And I didn't want to have that shit enabled, because the media pad oftentimes fucks up. Like, it gets bugged in the way that every key that you press skips a track backwards, and the backwards key doesn't work anymore at all during the time. The problem is, like, that doesn't matter so much. I don't want to use it in the first place. I mean, it's sometimes handy, but, you know, I can just tab out. We're not in 2005 anymore. So the thing with that is, it sometimes activates itself automatically, like it just bugs out, so it skips back tracks the whole fucking time. And there's almost nothing I can do about it. I have to, like, move my hand over it the whole time to somehow get it unbugged, which sometimes takes like up to a minute. And for some reason also the past few days it appears more and more often. And the thing about the old software that I was talking about earlier is that with the old software I was able to just choose a media player that I wasn't using, and then it was disabled and it didn't work. Perfect. With the new software that I have for like 2 years or something now, you can't choose it anymore. You cannot disable that freaking media pad. Like, you can't. And that's the problem, like, you can't disable it through the software. The only thing that you can do, that I know of, is open up the keyboard and actually destroy the freaking thing. Like the media pad. I don't really want to do that though, because I don't want to risk breaking my keyboard. So, that's a problem. So, to sum it up, I think Razer keyboards, at least the experience I have with my one here, can be quite nice. I don't have any comparison though, so my opinion is not worth so much, I would say, in that case. But the thing is, their software, or how they handle some of their features, is just shit. Because they know that that media pad fucks up oftentimes, and they still don't do check shit about it, because they're like, oh, everything works fine. Like, no, it doesn't. It really just doesn't. But anyway, let's get into the game instead. It's the first quarterfinal here. It's an Orc mirror, which I'm really happy to see. And it's OrcWorker versus Focus, or Focus versus OrcWorker, however you want to say it. And OrcWorker so far, he went for the fountain instantly, got almost the whole fountain so far. He got a circulator start as well as it does, same for Focus. And a glass of haste from that fountain here. Focus, he went for the green spot to get that item. And it's kind of a gamble there, to be honest, because at the fountain, the only bad item that you can really get is Ring of Protection. Down here, like, every single item is bad except for Slippers. Well, Mantle is still nice to shut down the later on. Gauntlets is kinda nice for survivability, but it doesn't catch up with Gloves, Claws, or Circlet. Yeah, I got the Slippers of Agility though, which is quite lucky for Focus because that item is really good. That item, if I'm not mistaken, is actually even better or equivalent to Claws in its value, with damage output and also survivability and such, according to the guy on Reddit that oftentimes like did a lot of like calculations and such, like with Linehorn Stormwind and upgrades, which are like every single kind of thing that you can imagine in Warcraft 3, like different damage values and such. So he said, if I remember right, that Slippers is basically like Claws or even better. And so far, Focus, he is behind in XP, and OrcWorker also got a Claws from this creep here just now. So far, I would say it's looking quite a bit better for OrcWorker, to be honest. Looking at the building placement, it's quite similar actually for both of them. Although there's no Voodoo Launch for Focus yet, he's playing this a bit more greedy. And also, Focus had a bit of an earlier attack, it seems like. OrcWorker now getting his Bestiary. No Shadow Hunter yet, there we go, there's the Shadow Hunter. No resources for the Spirit Lodge though. But OrcWorker, he's trying to balance it out. He's going for the cancel on all of the buildings here. Gets the Voodoo Launch already. That Bestiary will get cancelled for sure, and that Spirit Lodge as well. There's nothing Focus can do about it at this point. Focus was greedy by building those buildings outside of his base. Building them inside would have kept them safe, because the base is closed anyway. I guess he didn't want to do that though, because then he would have to open up the base. Even loses a Peon, which is level 2 for OrcWorker's Blade Master. OrcWorker doing really well so far in this game. Actually quite surprised. I expected Focus to have a much easier time against OrcWorker, to be honest. Now the thing is, he could have built his buildings in base and they would have been safe, but then he would have needed to open it up, which enables harassment possibilities for the Blade Master the whole time, because he always has to keep it open to always get his units out. I guess that's the main reason why he wanted to build it outside here. But now he has to build it inside anyway. He already opened up the base. But now he really also is in trouble, because he's only now getting Beastary and Spirit Lodge. Actually, timing is worse than the one from OrcWorker now, and he's pretty much completely out of lumber. No Berserker strength yet for his grunts, whereas OrcWorker already has that bonus 100 HP and 3 attack damage that it provides. And the Shadowhunter of Focus in trouble as well. There's no healing potion for him. The shop wasn't finished because he got cancelled. And can he get another Hexout? He gets another Hexout on the Blade Master. Blade Master of OrcWorker actually has to be very careful. But Focus does not have boots, whereas OrcWorker does have the boots. Instant healing self as well. But OrcWorker, what is he doing? Okay, he's still gonna survive. Focus lost to Shadowhunter, loses a grunt as well. OrcWorker having a really good game so far. I really did not expect OrcWorker to have such good chances against Focus. Because so far it looks like Focus is losing this quite hard, to be honest. Because there's still a level 2 Blade Master for OrcWorker. There's another dead grunt for Focus. This is really looking rough for Focus at this point. This Blade Master has to be especially careful now. There's no dust for OrcWorker. But he has no boots, so he's gotta be careful. That grunt is going to die. Never mind. He could have maybe still killed the grunt, but actually a better call from OrcWorker to abandon it. Because now he can get the Augur Magi, maybe at least. And he would have run into the Shadowhunter, so definitely the better call. There's the GG. OrcWorker takes the first map. OrcWorker, I mean.